Welcome everyone to the Fruit of Grisaia. Now, you probably already heard of this game. I've played it for a very long time. And guess what? We're playing it again. We're finishing up the game, doing the final route in the game, Sakaki, the girl who I'm actually most interested in seeing her story behind everything. So, let's just get right into it, shall we? Everyone has their weaknesses. Human beings aren't omnipotent. If anything, we're largely powerless. And so we must also be resourceful. We're born utterly impotent. And no matter how long we live and how much we learn, we'll always have more weaknesses than strengths. Our resourcefulness, then, is the tool by which we work around these fundamental shortcomings. Sometimes we find a way to conquer our failings. More often we learn avoidance. Ways to keep them from hurting us. Whatever the means, in the end we gain the ability to scrape by. As weaklings go, we're a hardy breed. One afternoon, just as I'm leaving the shopping area in front of the train station, something catches my attention. I draw to a halt and turn to look. Oh, hey.
お客さんごゆっくり
Looks that can kill. And those who cringe in terror. If this were Nagasaki a few hundred years ago, you might guess someone had splashed mud on a samurai. But this is a modern town not far from Tokyo. And that right there is a young woman. Ah, it's Sakaki. Just a moment ago, I'd sensed an ominous, foreboding aura across the street, powerful enough to inspire a momentary surge of concern. Thought there might have been some terrorist attack in the making, but I guess it's just Sakaki being Sakaki. You know how she is. The cold stare, the unfeeling eyes. Might have been a bit on edge since I just paid a visit to Ichigaya to take care of some minor chores. Either way, I investigated the situation for safety's sake, only to find an individual in some ways more troublesome than your garden variety terrorists. Sakaki Yumiko. A curt, antisocial classmate of mine. Should about cover it. I'm rather amazed to find that she's capable of projecting such a ferocious aura as to fool my carefully honed instinct for danger. Seems she's still capable of surprising me. Quite impressive, really. Though it's not likely that many schoolgirls would particularly enjoy receiving that sort of compliment. Keep that one to myself. Still, just what is she doing over there? Sakaki stands under a colorful yellow and red striped awning, glaring powerfully through the glass at the interior of a small store. Since the girl is usually defined by her emotionless, disinterested, and a social vacuum of a personality, the intense passion in that gaze is somewhat surprising. Huh, what's she doing?
年頃の女の子がクレープ屋の前にいるんです。普通なら何かしら妄想絡みの推測が出てもおかしくないと思います。
What are you doing here? Sachi haven't snuck up beside me at some point. Offers a typically helpful suggestion. Fantasies.
はい、そうですね。買ったクレープが急に破裂して全身クリームまみれになってベトベトになるとか、陳腐ながらもそういう妄想が一般的かと思われます。
What the hell have you been reading?
生クリームプレイか。別に一般的じゃないでしょそれ。
What, the whole gang is here? Look, I'm not asking for a description of your sexual fantasies, Sachi. I'm just wondering what Sakaki is doing in front of the shop. Quickly outpaced by the conversation, I attempt to get things back on topic. And the next moment, someone yanks vigorously on my sleeve. That's someone being Morgana, of course. She's got a comically proud expression on her face. I'm reminded of a toddler reporting that she went poopy all by herself to her parents, in full expectation of their lavish praise. I hardly think this girl is likely to have any accurate information, but I suppose it can't hurt to ask. Well, Morgana, do you know something about this? What's going on with Sakaki? I wonder.
きっとユミちゃんはあの店に因縁をふっかけて奪い取っては無
下に潰して更地にする気なのよさ。
No, I don't think so. Great, thanks. You've been a big help. As expected, asking Morgana was not a waste of time. Not that I'm expecting anything resembling a coherent answer, but I just can't help myself. Why would Sakaki need to do a thing like that?
だって趣味なのよ。
What? Oh, when you use that disbelieving everybody knows that tone of voice, it almost sounds convincing.
それがユミちゃんの人間味なのよさ。
Violently snatching people's stores just to wipe them out of existence is her human side? Even for Sakaki, that seems excessively malicious. I've been talking with these people for several minutes now, and none of them has said anything remotely insightful, or even coherent. Have they collectively lost what little sanity they had left?
っていうかユージ、私たちが急に出てきても驚かないのね。
You know, after 4 roots and 200 videos, I'm not surprised by much anymore. I sensed your presence nearby.
へえ、相変わらず人間離れした回答ね。
Personally, I thought that bit about the whipped cream earlier was significantly more ridiculous. What was that all about, anyway?
ああ、その話なら、女に生まれたからにはやっぱ一度は女体盛りも経験しないとねってことでまとまったけど。
Okay. You reached a consensus on that, did you? The initial topic was ridiculous enough, sure, but how the discussion might have developed toward and arrived at that conclusion is completely beyond my comprehension.
ちょっと一応言っておくけど、アマネが勝手に言ってるだけだからね。私は別に同意してないし。はい、ミチル様は純粋なピュアガールですよね。髪は金色に染めてますけど。こら、そこのメイド。あんたの今の言い方、なんか引っかかるんだけど。あと髪の色もしれっとディスったでしょ。ビッチ扱いか。ミチル様、10円あげますからここは抑えて。ビッチ顔でもビッチでないことは私も信じていますから。あ、10円ありがとう。じゃなくて、フォローするつもりならもっとちゃんとフォローしなさいよ。申し訳ございません。やはり髪も金色ですし、カラフルなピュアガールとでもした方がよろしかったでしょうか。論点はそこじゃねえ。ちょっと盛り上がるのはいいけど、あんたたちこれ以上騒ぐと私たちがこうしてるのが榊さんにバレて、きっと思いもつかない凄惨な復讐をされるわよ。
Is this where she pops up out of nowhere?
それは困りますね。ミチル様、静かにしましょう。到底納得できないけど、場合が場合だけに一応黙っとくわ。ユミちゃんが意味深にニヤーっと笑うと怖いのよ。ホラーなのよさ。
My god. So I'm getting this some kind of deliberate surveillance operation on your part? Covert activities of this sort are well within the range of my professional expertise. And this nosy crowd of schoolgirls would have to be the single least competent operation I've ever seen. I feel mildly dizzy. Well, let's put a positive spin on things and say, well, I'm always seeing new things when I'm with these people. Although I'd never ever want to work a job with them. Uh-oh. Of course, you can't say Sakaki's much better than the rest since she still hasn't caught on. She's staring intently at that piece of paper in the shop window. Perhaps she's finally tracked down the menu that killed her family. At least I hope that's a menu. If that sheet of paper has the manager's name written on it or something, I'd have to assume Sakaki's trying to place some sort of fatal curse on them. Perhaps a witch could help her out with that one. Oh, in other words, you people have been here for half an hour as well. I mean, forget Sakaki. What's your objective here? I was originally thinking you come as a group just to send her to buy everyone crepes. いいえ、違います。第一、榊さんはそういう行動を取らないじゃないですか。No, you have a point. 私がたまたまユミちゃんを見
見つけてみんなをメールで招集したのよさ。
You guys have nothing to do you? My god. A group stalking? You guys really get along.
人ごとみたく言ってるけど、お兄ちゃんだってそれでのこのこここまで来たんだからおあいこなのよ。
But I just coincidentally happened to... Well, no, I guess you're right. I can't really deny that.
何よその玉虫色の返事。
Oh, forget it. Truth of the matter is, I realized halfway through the sentence of that defending myself would require a tiresome explanation, and decided to follow the path of least resistance instead. It's one of the little tricks I've resourcefully picked up on to make my life among these people just a little easier.
で、最初のさっちゃんの言葉じゃないけどさ、ユージは何してると思う？榊さん。
Well...
記号としてはユミコ、クレープ屋。あ、そうだユージ。それ以前にあんたクレープって知ってる？
I think so. Whipped cream and fruit rolled up inside a thin omelet, right? Not that I've ever eaten one. Well, no, maybe I did once or twice. But judging from the way I can't particularly recall the experience, it can't be that memorable a treat. I mean, in all fairness, I'm basically not that interested in food in the first place. I mean, have you seen my diet? And the crêpe is a sugary thing aimed at women and children. It would be downright strange if I was interested in it. What, a man can't be interested in a crêpe? I find that ridiculous.
卵焼きというよりはパンケーキですが、基本的にはその通りです。
で、その甘いクレープ屋さんの前に榊さん、ユージはどう思う？
Am I supposed to think something about it? I see. I think I finally understand the situation. In short, they're all just bursting with sheer curiosity. After all, our cool and collected Sakaki appears to be longing after a sugary treat. What kind of crepe will she order? What's the look on her face going to be like the moment finally comes? How will she eat it? A new side of Sakaki Yumiko, a face she keeps carefully hidden from us, might well emerge in that moment. Normally, this sort of event would hardly warrant such high expectations. You'd fully expect Sakaki to casually buy something in her usual apathetic way, then casually eat it without any particular expression on her face. But for some reason, Sakaki appears to be seriously conflicted instead. The tantalizing hint of something out of the ordinary has clearly fueled the group's hopes. Sakaki, every ounce of her concentration focused on the menu in front of her, glares into the window like a thug trying to intimidate someone into submission. I can't say I've ever seen anyone buy a treat like that with an expression on their face. What on earth is she thinking about at that moment? And why do I care?
おっちゃん、ケツネ一丁、ネギと揚げ玉ぎょうさん入れて、あとお出汁もようけめで入れといてな。
お姉ちゃん、うちうどん屋ちゃうねん。クレープ屋さんやねんで。
What the hell was that?
いや、緊張感に耐えられなくなったのよさ。
マキちゃんがいきなりボケたので、返すのに精一杯でした。
Right, but why did you bother?
あんだけすごい顔してっから、突然そういうこと口走ったりしないかなって思ったのよさ。
Okay, look, not everyone is as bipolar as you are. Sakaki may seem fearsome at times, but this girl is frighteningly in her own right.
いや、榊さんはきっとこう考えてるはずよ。
Oh, do you now? Please enlighten us. You're supposed to be the responsible elder here, right? Don't get caught up in mocking his games.
いいじゃないのよさ。つかユージ、あんたマキナとかさっちゃんと私への対応に差がないか？ん？
I'm treating you like the adult you should be. Also, do me a favor and don't try to talk like the kids these days at your age. It's just embarrassing to watch.
豊島か。私を豊島と下げすんでるのか？
Oh, forget it. I give up. Do what you want.
ちぇ、まあいいや。というわけで、皆さん榊さんに注目。
Money moves the conversation right along with all the lurching resilience of a drunkard trapped in the height of a midlife crisis.
乳首落としたんですけど。
What? Suddenly I feel the air around me freeze solid. Ignoring this completely, Amane forges on ahead with her monologue.
右の絵ピンクくてちょっと小さめなんだけど感じるとよく尖るんです。知りません？
What?
はい。あ、まだ未使用っていうか自分でちょっといじってるだけなんで新古品かなって思うんですけど、ええ、ピンクで、そうです、ピンクです、サーモンピンク。
Please stop. You're disgracing yourself as a human being.
え、ダメだった今の。
Your beloved Kansai is the cultural capital of Japanese comedy, isn't it? Can't you tell the difference between a safe joke and one that's just awkward for everyone involved?
ちょっと待ってって、そんなん乳首とかめっちゃセーフやん。あっちやったら父放り出して外を歩いてるおばちゃんとかおんのになんで私だけがねえ。
もういいんですよ、あまねさん。
さっちゃんまでやっぱダメなの今のはねえ。
そもそも乳首って落ちんのかタピ？
ごめんマキナ、ちょっとお姉ちゃん一人にしてくれないかな。
Finally crushed by the awkward atmosphere, Amane slowly crumbles to the ground in shame.
じゃあ次はチルチルの番ね。
Seems Machira was anticipating this possibility as she's been keeping uncharacteristically quiet and inconspicuous since the comedy routine started, to no avail, of course. Something close to panic spreads across her face.
っていうか、どうしていきなり順にネタ出しするのが義務みたいになってるのよ。
ノリです。こういうのは乗ってこそだと思いませんか？
でも自信ないし。面白いとか面白くないのは実は関係ないのよさ。
ええ、ここで大切なのはみんなが作った雰囲気に水を差して壊さないことです。みちる様、お分かりですよね？
分かったわよ。
この恨み腹さで。
終了です、みちる様。
だから言ったじゃないのよ。
Machira lets out a strange, piteous wail and collapses to the ground. You people are seriously cruel.
チルチルが好きだからこそやったのよ。
Is that a fact?
ネタは残念ながら本当に面白くありませんでしたが、そんなことは些細なことです。そうですよね、みちる様。
もういい。話しかけないで。
She responds to her friend's tough love by curling up into a fetal ball next to Amane. But I'm not well versed in these matters, so if Machina says this is motivated by affection, I guess I'll have to take her word for it.
じゃあ最後はお兄ちゃんなのよさ。
What, me too?
はい、当然です。まさか風見さん、ご自分だけは例外と思われましたか？
I guess not.
期待してるのよさ。こうなったらユージのがいくら面白かろうと八つ当たりしてやるんだから。
Why did you feel the need to declare that? Ah, what a mess. Then again, even this nasty little game is nothing compared to the many seriously unpleasant varieties of humor I've had to deal with in the workplace. Conspicuously turning out all sensory data, I've turned my focus completely inward and rapidly begin to devise a plan. Speed is crucial in this sort of thing. A gag centered around Sakaki, eh? Maybe I'll play up the gap between her girly tastes and violent personality. Seems like it might fit the bill. Alright, that should work. I raise my head to find everyone has vanished. The others are gone. Even Sakaki, who had been planting like a statue in front of the crepe shop throughout our little routine, has suddenly gone missing. No, I guess she's still around after all. She's not currently in my field of vision, but there seems to be someone emanating an aura of murderous anger behind me. And there's no mistaking this menacing metallic sound. Seems she's managed to sneak up on me at some point.
何をしていたの？
Hold that thought. Can you try saying, excuse me, which would make a better weapon, banana or strawberry flavored crepes? Just an experiment. Come on, humor me here.
何？意味不明なことを言って煙に巻こうとしてるの？
Right. Sorry, forget it. You want to know what I was doing here? I was observing you, Sakaki.
そう。とりあえず殺すわ。
I'm sorry, but that's well beyond your capabilities, as I think you've known for quite some time now. When I turned back, Sakaki was indeed waiting for me. Despite the anger smoldering beneath the surface, there's no obvious signs of rage on her face. She's expressionless as always. I guess I should interpret that as a positive thing, but it feels more like a letdown, really. It might have been interesting to see some naked emotion from her for once. Where'd the others go?
一目散に逃げたわ。クレープ屋の前まで行ってメニュー一つ満足に選べずにいた痛い女によっぽど失礼なことを言っていたんでしょうね。
Oh, so that's what was going on there. Yeah, we were all kind of racking our brains trying to figure out why you were just standing there like a statue. Well, to be more precise, we were amusing ourselves by inventing ludicrous theories, but I might as well leave that unsaid.
口を滑らせたのね。自滅というやつかしら。一生の不覚だわ。
I really don't think it's that big a deal, so... Were you able to buy a crepe in the end?
途中でいらなくなったわ。
I see. So, how about them giants?
最初に少し悩んだのよ。
Oh, right, yeah. We're still discussing this? She's already talkative. I mean, if she was gonna give me the real story, why lie about not wanting one in the first place? I mean, I don't get it.
両方とも美味しそうだから決めるのに迷ったの。
I see.
すごく迷ったの。
Right?
すごく迷ったの。
I got it, okay? You couldn't decide. I get it. Is that hard of a choice?
笑うところのつもりだったんだけど。
Oh, that a fact? I'm sorry. I guess I missed the cue. I'm really bad at those things.
いいけど。
No, now you're mad. I'm sorry. Okay. Hit me again. I'll laugh this time, I swear. Oh. Sakaki averts her face uncomfortably. I do feel bad about making her joke fall flat, but I seriously didn't catch it. To be honest, I still don't understand when or why I was supposed to laugh. Well, you know, I guess the two of us just aren't cut out for this sort of thing. Sakaki may not be much of a comedian, but I'm hardly the best audience. So you never ended up making a decision?
決まったわ。
Then why not buy it?
そうね。
But you're not holding a crepe.
時間が経ちすぎていたのね。見たら店員がずっと怪げな表情を浮かべていたわ。すぐにこの店はもう利用できないと悟って立ち去ろうとしたんだけど、なかなか他の客も来なくて、離れるきっかけがつかめなくて。
Well, yeah, since you were standing there glowering like an incarnation of wrath, I expect any potential customers fled in terror.
で、あなたたちの姿を見つけて、ようやくね。
I see. Okay. Again with the menacing metallic sound. Not that it's particularly intimidating to me. Of course, Sakaki has to be aware her threat is hollow as well. I expect she's unsheathing her blade mostly as a means to concentrate her hostility, rather than the expectation it will make an effective weapon.
笑い物にするつもりだったのね。
I was not at all. Don't jump to conclusions. Do you want me to get out the jump to conclusions, Matt? I will. I bring it with me on the daily.
他にどんな理由があるというの？
Well, once you got that crepe and started eating it, I thought I might be able to see you smile happily for once. Simple as that.
Huh?
Oh, Yuji, you still got it. Sakaki?
何それ？本当にそんなものが見たかったの？
Well, I'm a little interested, yes. Sakaki's only reaction to my statement is a disinterested grunt.
でも、失礼なことをしたのに変わりはないわね。
Well, if it seemed that way to you, then I can't argue. I'm sorry about that.
いいわ。罰としてさっきの話、その幻想を粉々にしてあげる。
Say what?
どうかしら。
I'm really not sure how you want me to respond to that. This was the punishment handed down to me. I'm required to watch intently as Sakaki eats her crepe. Apparently Sakaki plans to use this opportunity to crush my expectation that eating something sweet would prompt her to smile. Of course, this involves sending me into the creperie to buy Sakaki her treat. I have a nagging suspicion that may have been the main point of this exercise. That said, I don't think I've ever seen anyone eat a dessert quite this expressionlessly before. She's so obviously doing it on purpose out of sheer stubbornness that it's taken a conscious effort to keep my amusement from showing on my face.
美味しいわね。
Sakaki speaks triumphantly, as an expression of superior scorn spreading across her face.
どう？こんなものよ。面白くないでしょ？
Well, have to say I was surprised.
そんなにありえない幻想に期待していたの？
I guess so. Her face tense and hard, Sakaki devours her whipped cream confection. You look at it the right way, her overly serious expression resembles that of a child totally focused on stuffing their mouth full of sugar. Well, there's no point in making things even more troublesome, so I'll keep quiet. Sakaki, blissfully oblivious to my perspective on the matter, crunches and munches loudly away at her crepe. Well, alrighty. Well, that was an episode, wasn't it? I will see you the next time. Okay. Alrighty then. I'll see you tomorrow on more Fruit of Grisaia. Have a good day.